Are we ready? Good afternoon. I'm Patty Prelock, Provost and Senior Vice President here at the University of Vermont. And on behalf of the university and the Larner College of Medicine, I'm pleased to welcome all of you joining us, both here in the Health Gallery, as well as those who are watching us via live stream, to take part in what is the University of Vermont's most revered traditions, and that is an endowed faculty investiture ceremony. And while I'm pleased to be here, I must note that I've taken on leading this evening's procedures in Dean Rick Page's stead because of an illness. And he did give me permission to say that he has been so good about COVID and went to his son's wedding and 16 people got COVID and he and Jeannie were 2 of them. But he still loves his son and daughter-in-law. I know he is watching us via live stream, and I'd like to say, Rick, we know how much you wish you could be here now at the lectern, and we hope to see you back on campus very soon. This evening, we have the pleasure of recognizing and celebrating Professor of Surgery, Dr. Bruce Tranmer, as the inaugural holder of the Raymond M. Donaghy Professorship in Neurosurgery. We are privileged to have several special guests joining us to mark this special occasion, including UVM President Suresh Garamella, whom you will hear from shortly. Also in attendance is Dr. Stephen Leffler, President and Chief Operating Officer here at the UVM Medical Center. And I'm very pleased to welcome Sunil Sunny Epan, who just finished his first week as CEO of the UVM Health Network. And he's still smiling. Welcome, Sunny, to the first of what I hope will be many such happy occasions that you'll be able to share with us. Also with us is Ginger Lupkovitz, who is our Chief Development Officer for the Academic Health Sciences at the UVM Foundation. And Ginger represents a terrific team whose work has been crucial in helping us establish endowed professorships like this one, as well as supporting so many of our initiatives. And welcome to Dr. Mitchell Naratsky, Mitch, Chair of the Department of Surgery at UVM, from whom you will also be hearing this evening. This endowed professorship was established through the generosity of the Pizzagalli Foundation, and we are so honored and so glad to have Angelo, Lisa, and John Pizzagalli here with us to honor Dr. Tranmer and to honor the life and career of Dr. Donaghy, a physician who provided life-changing care to members of the Pizzagalli family and pioneered surgical techniques that to this day improve the lives of patients. I'm also very pleased that thanks to our live streaming technology, members of both the Pizzagalli and Donaghy families are able to view this ceremony from afar. So let's talk a moment about Dr. Tranmer. He first became chief of the Division of Neurosurgery in 1999 when he joined the UVM faculty and served in that position through 2011. He again took on the role of chief in 2020. He has previously held the Cordell E. Gross MD Green and Gold Professorship in Neurosurgery. His colleague and chair, Dr. Naratsky, will tell us much more about Dr. Tranmer in just a moment. The endowed professorship that we bestow upon Dr. Tranmer this evening honors Raymond Matterford Pearden Donaghy, or who people know him as Pete to his friends. He was born in Eastman, Quebec in 1910 and moved with his family to Plainfield, Vermont when he was 11 years old. He set his sights on a career in medicine early on and earned his bachelor's degree from UVM in 1933 and then his medical degree from the College of Medicine in 1936. Dr. Donaghy did residencies in neurology and surgery in Montreal, at Montreal General Hospital, at Montreal's Children's Hospital. He also began a fellowship in neurosurgery at the Leahy Clinic in Boston, and he completed further training at the Massachusetts General Hospital. Dr. Donaghy also served as a captain and combat surgeon with the United States Army in Europe during World War II. He won several awards for valor and treated wounded soldiers for many types of brain injuries using methods of microsurgery that he developed further after the war. The Division of Neurosurgery at UVM's College of Medicine was founded by Dr. Donaghy in 1946, who was the inaugural chief of the division after he returned from his military service. Here in Vermont, he advanced microsurgical techniques and concentrated his research on cerebrovascular disease. A pretty impressive individual. Dr. Donaghy's UVM laboratory offered the first course ever in microvascular surgery, and he introduced the operating microscope in neurosurgery, a true landmark in the field and a tool that has become standard in operating rooms across the globe. In 1958, he founded UVM's skull-based laboratory, which is now named in his honor. Over 200 neurosurgeons from around the world were trained in microvascular techniques in this facility by Dr. Donaghy. And this happened all before his retirement in 1977, but there's been hundreds more in the years since then. Dr. Donaghy was a true pioneer, dedicated, innovative, but by all accounts, a humble and caring colleague and a visionary neurosurgeon who cared deeply about his patients. It is to honor that spirit of caring that the Pizzagalli family came forward to fund his professorship. Endowed positions such as this are among the highest academic honors the University of Vermont can bestow on a faculty member. Investing outstanding faculty members with endowed chairs and professorships allows our university to recognize and celebrate academic achievement and to further encourage scholarship, service, and clinical experience and excellence. Endowed faculty positions are a tribute to the holder and a permanent legacy for the donors who established them. Named chairs and professorships help ensure the quality and strength of our faculty for years to come, while clearly reflecting the interests and hopes of the donors who establish and support them. Endowed professorships and chairs are also important in recruiting and retaining the most creative researchers, the most effective teachers, and the best clinicians and finest leaders. Exceptional faculty members, such as Dr. Tranmer, in turn create a dynamic and engaging environment that attracts outstanding researchers and students. For all of these reasons, on behalf of the university and the Larner College of Medicine, I am tremendously grateful for this gift from the Pizzagalli Foundation that will carry on Dr. Donaghy's legacy. And now it is my great pleasure to introduce President Suresh Garamella to offer his thoughts on the investiture. Please join me.
Thank you, Patty. You did a great job. And thanks to all of you for being here today. It's a little cold and windy outside, but very warm and meaningful in here. So we're here to, as you heard from Patty, to honor one of our wonderful faculty members, Dr. Bruce Tranmer. I had this unique opportunity to have dinner with him not so long ago at a faculty awards reception. So I've heard of his story a little bit, and I know he's deeply deserving of an award like this. Of course, we're also here to celebrate the legacy and the contributions of Dr. Donaghy and his vision. And besides these two individuals, the vision and generosity of the Pizzagalli family, who are represented here in the front row. To the Pizzagallis, Angelo, Lisa, John, and everybody who's watching from afar. I know you've got others that are watching. Let me say how much I appreciate what you've helped create here. I know Angelo loves events like this, so I'll make sure to call him out several times, not only with this gift, but also through all of your philanthropic work at UVM. Your support of the Larner College of Medicine honors a pioneer in healthcare who I know had a profound effect on your family and on countless others. That effect goes right to the heart of this university's reason for being. UVM's land grant mission is at its heart a social contract. The members of the Pizzagalli family truly understand this concept of the social contract. You've given so much in so many ways to our community. You're builders, and you've constructed not only brick and mortar structures, but also a remarkable record of enduring support for many institutions in our Vermont community. You also transformed your family business, Pizzagalli Construction, into today's employee-owned PC Construction. And I'm so glad to note there was PC Construction that built our latest addition to our campus, the Firestone Medical Research Building that we inaugurated not so long ago. You understand the social contract and the Larner College of Medicine's contributions to the health and well-being of our community are one of the most important and visible ways that UVM fulfills its social contract and advances its mission of service. Through their research, teaching, and clinical care, the faculty and staff of the Larner College of Medicine truly embody the best of UVM. They arrive on campus each day asking how they can make a difference for today's patients and tomorrow's. And they're not alone. Across the university, in every college and every department, our faculty, staff, and students are pursuing innovative research that supports healthy societies and a healthy environment. These are the key components of the Amplifying Our Impact strategic vision that guides our work by weaving together three core elements: ensuring student success, investing in our university's distinctive research strengths, and fulfilling our university's land grant mission that many of you know is very near and dear to my heart. As president, I'm proud to do everything I can to support our faculty members like Dr. Tranmer, the Larner College of Medicine, and every facet of patient care and research at this remarkable university. Dr. Tranmer, I look forward to celebrating your success in the coming years. Congratulations again to you, and my personal thanks to the Pizzagalli family that is here. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Suresh. It is now my pleasure to welcome a person who has known and worked with Dr. Tranmer for many years, including for the last 9 years while serving as the chair of his department, Dr. Mitchell Narodsky. Dr. Narodsky is an alumnus of the College of Medicine. Yes, you can clap for him. And he's been a member of the UVM faculty for 26 years. He now holds the endowed chair named in honor of another proud alumnus of the college, the late Stanley Fieber from the class of 1948. Dr. Narodsky, will you have the honor of introducing Dr. Tranmer to us?
Thank you, Provost Prelock. It really is my distinct privilege to be here today to introduce Dr. Bruce Tranmer as the inaugural holder of the Raymond M. Donaghy Professorship in Neurosurgery. Dr. Tranmer joined the faculty here at UVM in 1999 as a full professor of surgery. During the past 23 years, Dr. Tranmer has truly exemplified what it means to be an academic surgeon. He has clearly demonstrated a great commitment to all of the missions of the UVM Larner College of Medicine. Dr. Tranmer's service to our medical community cannot be overstated. He maintains an extremely busy clinical practice, achieving outstanding clinical outcomes. His areas of expertise include cerebrovascular surgery, peripheral nerve surgery, and spinal surgery. Since 2005, Dr. Tranmer has held the Cordell E. Gross Green and Gold Professorship in Neurosurgery. To this day, he continues to serve as our division chief in neurosurgery. Dr. Tranmer is a true educator of medical students, neurosurgical residents, junior faculty, nursing staff. He utilizes his clinical practice in teaching trainees how to care for patients with neurosurgical pathology. Trainees actively participate in the preoperative evaluation of his patients, in the intraoperative procedures that are done, and in delivering the postoperative care to his patients. Dr. Tranmer regularly delivers didactic sessions that are always extremely well received. He has been instrumental in the success of the annual UVM skull-based continuing medical education course that he founded in 2009. And in his free time, he has served as the residency program director for neurosurgery for the past 23 years and is just in the situation of transitioning that to another faculty member. Throughout his career, Dr. Tranmer has actively participated in neurosurgical research with an emphasis in the area of cerebral ischemia. He has received research support at leading academic institutions, including the University of Colorado, University of Calgary, Albany Medical College, and of course, UVM. His academic work has resulted in 98 peer-reviewed publications and 23 book chapters. His work has been presented at numerous international and national neurosurgical societies. Dr. Tranmer's contributions to the UVM medical community have been well recognized within the Department of Surgery. Annually, the Department of Surgery faculty choose a faculty member to receive awards in various areas: clinical expertise, research, and service. These awards are named after some of the leading surgeons who have come through UVM. In reviewing Dr. Tranmer's CV, I couldn't help but note that he had received the Service Award named after John H. Davis. He had received the Research Award named after James E. DeMules, and he had received the Clinician of the Year Award named after Gordon Page. That one he received twice. I cannot recall any other faculty member, as I go through these lists each and every year, who has been so broad in the impact he's had on the department to have won the awards as a service, clinician, and researcher. It truly is recognition from the people that know you very, very well, the entire faculty within the department. In addition to all that he has accomplished professionally, Dr. Tranmer has always been someone that we can count on. And when I say we, I mean all of us in this medical community. I have personally benefited from this special trait that Bruce has. In my role as a cardiothoracic surgeon, I frequently have sought out Dr. Tranmer's opinion regarding thoracic pathology that has been encroaching on the spinal cord. In my role as the department chair, Bruce has been instrumental in working with us for the good of our patients and trainees. Dr. Tranmer has really been one of the providers who stepped forward and helped us in expanding clinical services throughout the UVM Health Network. He is so adept at collaborating with other faculty members from other departments, as well as other faculty members at other affiliate hospitals. Examples of how Bruce will always step up to the plate when needed show his commitment to the clinical needs of our community. Most of you probably don't know, but Bruce was taking call every single night for cerebrovascular neurosurgical work. When Susan Durham, our former chief of pediatric neurosurgery, relocated, Dr. First and I in pediatrics had discussions, what are we going to do for the children in this community? And Bruce, of course, stepped right up and started taking pediatric neurosurgery call. These are the type of things that Bruce does. He does what's needed for our community, and he continues to do this to this day. I am happy to report that we were able to get Bruce a partner. I know Brandon Leibelt is here, and that we also were able to recruit another pediatric neurosurgeon. I think a lot of that was because of the work that you did, Bruce. So thank you. Lastly, Dr. Tranmer, on behalf of the entire Department of Surgery, let me thank you for all of this hard work and congratulate you on becoming the inaugural Raymond M. Donaghy Professor in Neurosurgery. Congratulations, Bruce. Okay.
Very impressive. So Bruce, if you wouldn't mind joining us, because we are going to present him with the medallion that marks this occasion and signifies his status as a holder of this professorship. And we hope you will wear it with your academic regalia at commencement and other university official functions. And so Mitch is going to read something, and we're going to step aside here.
Dr. Bruce Tranmer is a highly respected researcher, clinician, teacher, and scholar. He has dedicated his career to improving the lives of patients and families who face complex and challenging journeys. Through his research, teaching, and leadership, he constantly improves our ability to care for patients here in Vermont and around the world. His presence brings great distinction to the Robert Larner, MD, College of Medicine at the University of Vermont. Dr. Bruce Tranmer, as the inaugural holder of the Raymond M. Donaghy Professorship in the Division of Neurosurgery, we honor you today with this medallion, which serves as an enduring symbol of the excellence you strive to achieve in all aspects of your professional life. Congratulations.
So if you would like to take a moment and speak to us, we would love to hear from you.
Well, all I can say is, wow. I am truly humbled by this honor. Thank you, Provost Prelock, President Uramella, and Mitch. Thank you for your kind words. Mitch, I've been busy. Jeez. Today isn't just about me. It's about a testament to the legacy that has followed Dr. and Professor Pete Donaghy. And today is a testament also to the spirit of giving as demonstrated by the Pizzagalli Foundation. Ever since coming to UVM 23 years ago, I thought that we needed somehow to honor Dr. Donaghy. And it's been a lot of years in trying to get this to happen, but thanks to the Pizzagallis, we finally have it. Today we have the Raymond M. Donaghy Professorship in Neurosurgery at UVM. And this very generous gift is provided to us by the Pizzagalli Foundation. Thank you, Angelo, Lisa, and John. Your spirit of giving is truly inspiring to us all. I remember my initial discussions with Manu and how we were going to get this to happen. And she did mention that the Pizzagallis were interested in making a donation. And I understood at that time, and I've heard more since, that they wanted to show their appreciation for what Dr. Donaghy did for the family and providing a potentially life-saving surgery that he invented himself. I then had the pleasure of meeting Lisa, and I showed her around our, what we call the Donaghy Skull Base Lab, which is sort of a silly name to call our research lab, but it's a cadaver lab. And I explained to Lisa that this is a unique lab, and there's only probably up maybe 10, 12 labs like it in the country. And it's here that we train residents to operate. We try to develop new techniques and procedures to get at these brain tumors that we treat. And we also do research there. And in fact, it was in 2001 that we designated the lab as the Donaghy skull-based lab. And it was then that there were actually several members of the Donaghy family that attended. And on that note, I'd like to acknowledge that I recently received, and I've shown it to the Pizzagallis, a very gracious letter of acknowledgement by Dr. Donaghy's son, Pete. And he did say that he wished and that he and his wife could be here today, but they they found a trip, and they say they're so far away that they can't even Zoom the meeting. So wherever you are, Pete, thank you for the letter. So Dr. Donaghy, he truly was a giant in neurosurgery. And I never had the opportunity to meet Dr. Donaghy, but I found somebody that knew him. Where is he? Dr. Edelman. There he is. So I sat down with Frank one day and said, Frank, tell me about Dr. Donaghy. And he used such words as visionary, brilliant, inspiring, man of stature, very well respected, true leader, and yet humble, soft-spoken, and caring. He is recognized as the father of microneurosurgery. He did develop the operating microscope that's a prototype of what we use today. And he went down to Church Street to try to figure out how the jewelers on Church Street could do their intricate work under the microscopes. And he came up with our instrumentation that some of it we still use today. And we call them jeweler forceps, some of those forceps. He had just upstairs is our lab. And many years ago in the 70s and 80s, he trained a whole generation of neurosurgeons to do microneurosurgery. He's also known for inventing this operation that the Pizzagallis have heard about. And he came up with it himself. Well, he had a little help from somebody, and I'll talk about that later. We call it the ECIC, bypass surgery. And it's where it's a bypass. It's like a heart bypass, but Frank, it's far more complicated. So it's where we under the microscope, we take the scalp artery, plug it through a craniotomy, and anastomose it to a very small vessel in the brain, and it bypasses the disease that's at the base of the skull. And the reason he developed this operation was because several years before, he tried to treat his stroke patients by using his microscope and his micro instruments to ream out the small little arteries in the base of the brain, and he would treat stroke that way. And he actually wrote a paper of his first 9. He had 9 patients, and 7 of them didn't do very well. So he says, that just can't be very good. And that stimulated him to go back to the drawing board and come up with this bypass operation. Very remarkable. So one of his students came from Zurich, Switzerland. And he was a young Turk at that time, but he went to Zurich, the University of Zurich, to learn and train in neurosurgery. And his chairman, Dr. Tranmer, at that time, said to Yazigo, you go to America and learn how to do this microsurgery. So he sent him to New York. And in New York, and I don't know who it was, but the neurosurgeon in New York said, no, this isn't the place. You have to go to Burlington. There's a guy by the name of Donaghy that knows how to do this, and will treat you, or will teach you how to do it. And it says Yazigo. Yazigo actually became one of the most famous neurosurgeons of our time. I had the privilege of operating and working with Yazigo 20 years after that. And I remember Yazigo giving Donaghy so much credit for teaching him microsurgery, and also telling me about the pleasant memories that he had of Burlington, Vermont. And this man, oh, I better not say that. Anyways, you know what I mean. He's still alive. Anyways, this generous gift from the Pizzagallis means so much to the Division of Neurosurgery. and will benefit us in so many ways. It enables us to recruit and retain highly talented faculty, helps finance our labs, such as the skull-based, the Donaghy skull-based lab. It helps us fund other research projects and has enabled us to hire a full-time research fellow. It also enables us to bring visiting professors here to talk to us about what they feel is important in neurosurgery. And it also enables us to send our faculty and residents to conferences and training courses. So Rano wanted me to say something about myself. Well, I've been very fortunate. I've had a very rewarding career. I've practiced academic neurosurgery in 4 major universities, have shared many surgical procedures with talented neurosurgeons. I've traveled to train and operate with some of the most famous neurosurgeons of our time, such as Yazago. I've been involved with global health projects and research projects that's taken me to countries such as China, India, and Vietnam. In fact, 2 of us are off to Vietnam at the end of the week for one of these projects. So, but I've got to say that the most rewarding period of my career has been here at UVM and its medical center. It's here that I get to do what I love, and with great talented colleagues, staff, many of them are here tonight, and also to work in an institution such as this that strives for high quality patient care and strives for excellence in training and teaching of our residents and medical students. So thank you all for coming. Pizzagallis, I can't thank you enough. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the wonderful remarks and the heartfelt remarks and actually sharing the impact of Dr. Donaghy and the legacy that you're carrying on in his name. So at this time, I would like to now invite Mr. Angelo Pizzagalli to join us at the lectern. Mr. Pizzagalli, the generosity of the Pizzagalli's Families Foundation made this endowed professorship possible, and it will stand as an enduring legacy to Dr. Donaghy's commitment to improving the lives of patients and their families throughout this region and the world and beyond, in keeping with the missions of both the university and the Larner College of Medicine. On behalf of the Pizzagalli Foundation, please accept this duplicate of the medallion we have presented to. You can come. I have to orchestrate this. So that we wanted to make sure that you have the same medallion.
Do I have to help him?
Yeah, I think you've done a lot of that already.
Thank you.
And we hope it'll serve as a tangible memory of what you've done, what your family has done, what the foundation has done, so that we can really honor amazing people like Dr. Tranmer. So thank you for your extraordinary support. And I think you might want to say a few words.
Not many.
Okay.
Actually, this is really easy. First of all, the idea came from my wife, who was fortunate to have Dr. Donaghy doing his good work. And the rest of the family at times has also benefited from Pete's work. So easy thing to do. People have spoken very eloquently about Pete, and I'm not going to talk anymore about that, but I will tell you that I know personally that he really loved his work. And if you don't have passion, you'll never be successful in anything. And he had passion, probably why he was so successful. There's kind of a really neat ending to the story. I know there's a lot of important people here. They ought to get back to work, so I'm not going to talk very long. But the other day I was with a longtime friend, hadn't seen him for a long time. So naturally asked about his kids, and he started telling me about his two boys, and he said one of them had very serious complications, and anyway, the hero of the story was Dr. Tranmer. So that's pretty nice. I'll tell you who it was after. And so thank you all. Have fun.
Thank you so much, Angelo, and for that final story. As we reach the end of our program, I'd like to once again thank the speakers who've joined us this evening and say once again how deeply grateful we are to the Pizzagalli family and their foundation for their most generous support of our University of the UVM Medical Center, for the College of Medicine, and for all the other ways you have invested in the health and economic vitality of our region. You're an amazing family. Thank you. We all take pride every day in important research, teaching, and clinical care that our medical faculty members carry out at the Larner College of Medicine. So much of the work they do is enriched by the support of our donors, including many people in the room right now and watching on live stream. So thank you all. And thank you for attending this amazing investiture to honor Dr. Tranmer and his incredible work. Once again, all the best wishes, Rick. I hope you're feeling well. I'm sorry you can't be with us, but I know you're here in spirit, and just get healthy, and we'll see you when you get back. So this includes our formal program, but I invite you to hang out, stick with us, enjoy some refreshments and conversations with colleagues and friends who are watching afar. Please take care, enjoy your own drinks and food without us. And Rick, take care of yourself. All right, thank you. And I think we want some pictures. Yeah.